Chris, and I'm playing Judge Brack and Hedda Gabler. What hat was that you were talking about?
Miss Tessman, that was something that happened earlier. She set it down there on that chair, and I pretended I thought it was the maid.
But Hedda, how could you do a thing like that to a harmless old lady?
I don't know, I get these sudden impulses. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can't explain why.
You aren't really very happy. That's why.
I can't see any reason why I should be. Happy. Can you think of a reason?
Yes, several. For one thing, here you are in the house you wanted so much.
You don't really believe in that myth as well, do you?
Isn't it true?
There's some truth in it.
Go on.
Well, it's true I used Tessman to escort me home from dinner parties last summer.
Unfortunately, I had to go in a completely different direction.
Yes, I know. We were going in a completely different direction last summer.
Phoebe, Hedda, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Anyways, go on. About Tessman.
Well, we came past here one evening, and there was poor Tessman writhing about as usual, groping around, trying to think of something to say, and I felt sorry for the man of learning.
You did you?
Yes, I did, really. So, to help him out of his misery, I just said quite frivolously that I'd like to live here, in this villa.
Was that all you said?
Then, yes.
And afterwards?
Afterward, my dear, my frivolity led to other things.
Unfortunately, frivolity often does.
Thank you. So, you see, it was my love for Senator Foxvilla that forged the first links between George Tessman and I. And what led to the engagement, the wedding, and the honeymoon, and all the rest of it. Still, what is it they say, Judge? You've made your bed, now you must lie on it.
How priceless. You mean you really couldn't care less about this place?
God, no.
Even though after we've done to make it comfortable for you.
All the rooms stink of lavender and dried roses. Perhaps Auntie Julia brought that smell with her.
More likely to be a leftover of the late Miss Falk.
Yes, there is something posthumous about it. Like flowers the morning after the ball. Oh, Judge, you can't imagine how terribly bored I'm going to be here.
Well, why shouldn't we find something to keep you interested? Some kind of vocation.
Vocation? That would interest me.
Well, preferably, yes.
God knows where you'd go to look for something like that. I often think, but I don't suppose that would work either.
It might. Tell me.
Well, I was just thinking I might get Tessman to go into politics.
Tessman? Are you serious? Politics. Why, he'd be hopeless at it. He wouldn't suit him at all.
No, I know, you're probably right. All the same, I wish I could manage it for him.
Why? What satisfaction would it give you? He wouldn't be any good at it. So why should you force him into it?
Because I'm bored. Don't you understand? So you think it would be completely impossible for Tessman to become a minister?
No, Hedda. For one thing, you must realize, even if he wanted to, he'd need to be comparatively rich.
Yes. Yes, that's just it, isn't it? It's this miserable penny pinching I've let myself in for. And that's what makes the world so utterly pathetic and absurd. Because it is.
I wouldn't blame that for it.
What then?
It's that you've never had a very rousing experience.
You mean something important?
You can put it like that. be about?
If you're referring to the complications with that wretched professorship, that's Tessman's business, not mine. I'm not going to waste my time worrying about that.
Never mind about that. But suppose you find yourself in what might be described as an important and heavy responsibility. A new responsibility for little Hedda.
Be quiet. You won't see anything like that happen. Ever.
We'll talk again in a year's time, shall we? At the most.
My dear Judge, I haven't got any talent for that sort of thing. Or for anything else responsible.
Don't you think you should have? After all, most women have the talent and the inclination.
I said be quiet! I often think there's only one thing in the world I have any talent for.
May I ask what that is?
Boring myself to death. Now you know. Yes, I was right. Here comes the professor now.